I am sitting at the base of the Ceiba Tree here in Costa Rica. And the Ceiba Tree is what the Mayans believe to be the tree of life. So I've got these massive roots surrounding me. They're going all around the base of this big, beautiful tree. And the Ceiba Tree, if you've seen images of the tree of life, the roots go all the way down into the earth and the branches reach up to the sky. So it's said to be the path between heaven and earth, between spirit and matter. So when we sit at the root of it, when we come into connection with it, we are aligning ourselves as vessels between spirit and matter. And when we do this, we are able to hear the messages from spirit more clearly. It's like an antenna, right? If it goes a little bit to the right, it gets fuzzy. If it comes to the left, a little fuzzy. But if you get it just right, you find this deep resonance between how you're showing up here on earth and what your soul came to do. So what spirit is guiding you to do. So I'm going to walk us through a meditation to come into alignment with that ethereal tree of life, whether you have a tree of life near you, physically, geographically, or not. You can, in your mind's eye, come into this deep resonance between rooting down into the earth and lengthening, expanding up into the sky to find that perfect alignment where your soul and your body, your mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional self comes into resonance. So if you can find yourself at the base of a tree, that would be amazing. If not, just find a comfortable seat where you can start to drop into the vision of yourself at the base of a tree. And so this one you'll want to do sitting up, because you want your spinal column to be in the vertical axis. And wherever you're seated, go ahead and let your sits bones draw down towards the earth. Imagining these ethereal roots growing into the earth, finding your sacred place in the planet. And then from that place, you can lengthen up through your spine and kind of sit back a little bit. We tend to move forward. Go ahead and sit back just a little bit. You'll kind of find a sweet spot where your spinal cord stacks. You want your knees to ideally be below your hips to find a comfortable position. From that place, lengthen up through the crown of your head, like you're growing your tree through the trunk of your spine, and the branches are lengthening up, 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 up to the sky and out, expanding in all directions. And you can place your hands on your knees, palms down to feel more grounding, palms up to feel more uplifted. And once you find that sweet spot where you can come into stillness, allow your skin to soften. Softening your eyelids, your facial muscles. Drawing your shoulders towards your ears and maybe resting them, kind of rolling them on the back, letting them sit back behind you. Again, feeling that powerful balance between the roots, sparkly golden roots, reaching down, down, down into the earth. Especially on the exhale. And then on the inhale, you feel this uplifting expansion into the sky. Just find yourself in between these worlds. Continuing to envision the roots as they crawl and sink down beneath you, imagining the system of root connections. Finding their way, weaving through each other, weaving through the soil of the earth. With every exhale, just feeling a little bit more grounded, rooted, connected. Arriving here in this moment, in this physical plane on earth, coming into your body. The body, the physical body, is connected to earth. So can you land in this body, in this moment, in this space? Just feel yourself planted into the ground. It's a choice to be here fully. To live out this path and this journey. To have an embodied experience, even with struggle, even with challenge, also coupled with great triumph and joy. When you choose to ground in, to root yourself in this existence, then you can expand into the potential of what your soul came here to do. So then with every inhale, there's a sense of growth, of lengthening up, of rising out of the roots of existence, the darkness of the unknown. Just like the tree of life sprouting up, this started from one little sprout, one seed that became a sprout, that became a great big tree. Through all of the different types of weather, through all of the storms, through the sun, through the layers and layers and layers of aging existence, it now stands as this magical, tall, beautiful, expansive tree, branches reaching out to the sky. So feel the power of that. And that one small seed grows a giant tree. So in your mind's eye, feel your potential expanding into full existence, full expression. What could that feel like to be in full expression of who you are? Branches reaching out to the edges of heaven, to the edges of the universe. Allow your inner self to expand beyond your skin, like seeing those new buds of growth on the edge of a branch. It just keeps growing out and out and out toward the light. From this underworld of darkness, you grow out, up and out toward the light. And this is the perfect balance of nature. That from rooting in the darkness of the under earth, the power of the soil, the underworld of this, the soil and the magic of potential, out of that you grow into existence, you grow toward your soul's purpose. And in that process, you find the perfect alignment so that you continue to be fed from both the upper world and the lower world. So imagine these two currents of energy going in opposite directions through you. One from the core of the earth coming up through your root, all the way up to the crown of your head and moving up towards the sky. And then an energy coming down from the heavens, down from the sky, through your crown, all the way down to the root, down to the core of the planet. And that's where you find this perfect resonance between heaven and earth, between spirit and matter. Allow yourself to bathe in that exchange, that dance that is always happening inside of you. Finding an evenness with your breath. A dance, a rhythm with the breath of life that connects into the tree of life. No agenda, just allowing yourself to be between these two polarities that really, once you align, you realize that they're not polarities at all. Spirit is matter and matter is spirit, and once we find that perfect alignment, we realize that they're all the same. That you are not a body with a soul, that you are a soul inside of a body. And that you are in constant co-creation with spirit. And that you are spirit. So give yourself another minute to be in this space of alignment, of connection, of synergy. Breathe into the wholeness of your being. Breathe into the potential of that little seed, and breathe into the impact and the expression of the full tree. They are one and the same. Remembering that everything you do and express in the world starts from one little small inkling of an idea, of an inspiration. So breathe into your magic. Breathe into the potential of being everything that you want to be. And the knowing that you already are that. Three more deep breaths. Inhaling to expand, exhaling to settle down. Exhaling to root, inhaling to rise. And bring your hands together at the center of your heart. It's an interconnection point between the two. where we meet ourselves in the heart space and act from this place. Move through the world from our hearts as an embodied expression of our souls. May you go forward in peace and love and truth and wisdom. Blessed be.